Alright guys, so before we get started learning the command line, there's one thing that I'd like to say, and that is that this video is actually just a culmination of lectures that I have on the website udemy.com, which is why this video might seem a bit choppy at times. So if you want additional resources, direct help from me, and stuff like that, make sure to check out the link in the description so that you can sign up for the course for free. And without further ado, let's get started learning the command line. Alright guys, so now that we've learned what the terminal is and why we should learn it, it's time for us to actually open up our terminal. And there are several ways to open up the terminal. The first and easiest way is when you go to your Ubuntu dash or whatever you have on your computer to search through all your programs. Just type in terminal and it'll bring up the terminal programs. I actually have several terminal programs. However, instead of using Terminix or UXterm, I'll just click on terminal and I'll open this up. And that's the cool thing about the terminal, is that there are several other programs that access this command line but also have cool features to help you type in commands faster and stuff like that. So that's one way to open up our terminal, and I'll close out of that. And the second way, and the easiest way, and the way that I'm going to be doing it throughout the course, is through a command. So basically all you have to do is type in Control-Alt-T, that's T for terminal, and you see it opens up a terminal. And if you want to open up another terminal, just do it again, Control-Alt-T. So you can either search it on the dash to get access to the terminal, or you can do Control-Alt-T. Your choice. I personally prefer Control-Alt-T. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Alright guys, so this is just a very quick note before we get started with the terminal, and that is, say you're on Ask Ubuntu and you have a problem with your computer, or you want to know how to do something, and they give you something to copy and paste into the terminal. So in this case, I want to copy and paste the command sudo apt get update, which will update your system for you. So if I want to do that, I'll do Control-C to copy it. And when I paste it, you'll see that if you try to do Control-V, it won't work. And it's the same thing if you want to copy something from the terminal and then paste it elsewhere. If you want to do Control-C or Control-V, it does not work in the terminal. And that is because the Control-C command in the terminal stands for cancel. So if you're running a process and you want to cancel it, you do Control-C. Now if I want to paste something into the terminal or copy something into the terminal, what I can do is I can right click and then click paste, or I can Control Shift and then V for paste, or C for copy. Alright, so that's good. So let me just show you what the Control-C function actually looks like. So if I do sudo apt get update, then I'll put in my password. And then let's say I want this command to stop. I press Control-C and it stops for me. So that's why you have to do Control-Shift-V and Control-Shift-C instead of just Control-C in the terminal. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Alright guys, so now that you've learned a little bit about the command line and how it works, now we're going to learn our very first command line command. And this is a very useful command, and it's simply pwd, which stands for print working directory. Now what does pwd do? Well, basically it prints your working directory. So when you're in the terminal, you are going to be going through a lot of different directories, meaning you're going to go through a lot of different folders and files. So seeing where you are is going to be very important so that you make sure that you are in the right place. So you see, if we put out pwd in the terminal, it says I am in my home directory, which basically means if I open up my file manager here, that I am right here. So I am with my desktop folder, my documents folder. This is where I am right now. And you see, if we type in ls, which is another command that we'll go into more info later, is going to display everything that is in my working directory, which you see is right here in the file system. So with pwd and with ls, I can see if I am at the right place. So yeah guys, that's pretty much it for our very first command, pwd print working directory. In the next videos, we'll work a little bit more with ls and cd. See you then. Sweet. Alright guys, so now that we've worked a little bit with the pwd command or the print working directory command, we are going to work with the cd command or the change directory command. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to type in pwd and then hit enter, and you see that I am in my home folder right now. Now what if I want to change that? What if I want to go to, say, my desktop folder or my videos folder? Well, that's very easy with the cd command. So all you're going to do is type in cd space and then the name of the place that you want to go next. So if we open up our home directory, I can go into any of these folders or directories. So I'm going to say videos, so I'll do capital VIDEOS. Remember that it's case sensitive in videos. And just like that, if I press enter, you'll see in the terminal it says that I'm in videos, and if I type in pwd, you'll see I am in home/videos. Alright, so what if I want to go back to my home folder? Now luckily this is pretty easy. All you have to do to get back to your home folder is simply just type in cd and nothing else. So now you see the videos is gone, and if we print our working directory, it says that I am back in my home folder. Now what if you want to go somewhere deeper in? So say you want to go into a specific folder that isn't videos, like videos/courses/terminal, which is where I've been putting all of the videos for this course right now. Well, that's actually pretty simple. All you have to do is do cd videos/courses/terminal, and you can do this for as long as you want. It doesn't really matter. So now you see, and remember that it's also case sensitive though. If I print working directory, you'll see that I am in the terminal folder that has all of the videos for this course so far. Now let's say I want to go back just to the courses folder. I don't want to go all the way back to my home folder and then have to go to the courses folder. I just want to go back one folder. All you do is cd ... and you see now I am in the courses folder. So I'll print pwd, and it says I'm in the videos/courses folder. Now one more thing I would like to add is, so right now I'm in the videos/courses folder, but let's say I want to go to my desktop folder. So I do cd desktop, and you'll see it won't let me because desktop is not a file or directory within the videos/courses folder. If I want to go into my desktop folder, I have to go to where it is, which is the home location. So I'd have to do cd and then cd desktop to go to the desktop folder. But thank you guys so much for watching. I see you in the next one. Alright, so in this video we are going to talk about two things, mainly having to do with the cd command. So we're going to get a little bit more advanced with the cd command. So the first thing that I wanted to show you guys is that if, let's say, I'm just going to go cd videos/courses/terminal, which from the last video I told you where all of my videos for this course are in. If I were to go to there, so let me just go to there real quick for you guys. So if I'm in here right now, and let's say I want to switch over to another one of my course folders. So let's say I want to switch to my Git course folder, which has all the videos from my Git course, which you can get on Udemy. So if I wanted to switch from the terminal folder to the Git folder, instead of having to do cd ... and then doing cd into the Git folder, all I have to do is do cd ... / and then the name of the folder, which in this case is Git. So you see now if I do pwd, it shows that I am in the Git folder. And I can switch back to the terminal folder just by doing cd ... slash and then the name of the folder that I want to switch to, which is terminal. So now I'm in the terminal folder, as you see if I do pwd. Now the last thing, and for this I'm just going to clear it, is we are going to be talking about auto completion. And so using the tab key, which is what you use for indenting stuff, it's right above the caps lock key. For those of you who don't know where it is, we can autocomplete commands, which is very, very cool. So let's say I want to cd into videos slash courses. I can do that faster by doing cd videos slash, and then since courses is the only folder in here that starts with the letter C, I can just do /C and then press tab, and you see it automatically goes to /courses. So you can do this with pretty much any command. Just do the tab and it will automatically complete that command for you and just get things done a little bit quicker. Now the last command that I want to show you guys is a very important command. I wasn't going to do it because it's sort of obvious, but just to show you guys, I used it a couple times in this video, in fact, and that is the clear command. So the clear command is basically, let's say I have a bunch of stuff, so I'll just do cd, then c documents. So let's just say I have all this text here, right? And I want to clear the terminal. Well, all I have to do is say clear, and now the terminal is blank, so I can continue working. And this is good, so once you stop working on one part of the terminal or something, you stop a set of commands just to clear it and give you some space to really type out the rest of your commands. But yeah, it's a pretty simple command. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Alright guys, so in this video we are going to be working with the ls command. And basically what the ls command is going to allow us to do is it's going to allow us to list all of the files and folders in a given directory. And this command is especially useful when you need to find out the file path to a particular file so that you can do something else with it, like edit it or whatever you need to do. So basically, let's just check what directory we're in using pwd, and you'll see we're in our home folder. And let's say I want to list out all of the files and folders within my home folder. Well, all I have to do is type in ls into the terminal, and you'll see it lists out all of the files and folders within my home folder. So if we open up our file manager, you'll see right here what's on here directly mirrors what's on here. So that's pretty cool. But let's say if I want to ls inside of a particular directory. I don't want to have to cd into that directory and then ls like that. That just seems too complicated. What if I just want to see what's inside a folder that I'm not actually in? Well, that, believe it or not, is very simple. All I have to do is do ls, and then let's say we want to go into my videos folder. So I'll do ls videos, and you'll see it has all of my videos folders. And now let's just say we want to go into ls videos /webcam, and you see you have a listing of all of my webcam videos. Alright, so that's pretty neat. So let's just clear out the terminal. Now the next thing that I want to talk about is that with ls, instead of just listing stuff arbitrarily, or actually in this case this is listing stuff alphabetically, we can list stuff according to, say, the last time it was modified. So if I do ls-t, you'll see my videos folder was the last folder to get modified, then it was the documents, then desktop, then pictures, then downloads, then programs, then music. So this is useful if you want to see if something's changed on your system. You can do ls-t and you can see the folders that were recently changed. Another thing that you can do is you can list files by the biggest folders, the folders with the most stuff in them. And so if we do ls-size, you'll see here it has the desktop being the smallest folder and the videos being the biggest folder. Alright, so now let's say we want some more info on files. So you see right here when you do ls-t, it just shows out everything by most to least modified in recency. But let's say we want to know exactly like when a folder was accessed. Well, in order to do that and a bunch else, we'll do ls-l. And you'll see if we do that, we can tell that the last time that the videos folder was modified was August 18th, and the last time that the desktop folder was modified was August 14th. Alright, so that's pretty helpful to us. Another thing that we can do is we can type in a command, like let's say we want to list out all the folders by recently updated or changed. So we'll do ls-t, and then if we go after it and do -r, what it'll do is it'll flip the order. So instead of having videos first, we'll have music first. So you see, just like that, it just flips around what we have. Another thing that you can do is with any command really in Linux is you can just type in a command and then continue to type down as many extensions as you want, as many dashes essentially to the end of the file. It doesn't really matter, which is something that I think is very, very useful. Now I think would also be a good time to talk about the help command. So if you ever get stuck on a command, just do the command and then --help, and it'll give you a bunch of info. So let me give you an example. If we just clear out everything here, if I do ls-help, you will see it gives us a bunch of documentation on all these things that we can add to the end of our ls command to make it a little bit more specific. Now I will have to admit, for beginners especially, the dashes on here, or arguments as they're called, these arguments, they're not very well described. But if you do happen to come across where like you're copying and pasting a command or something because you have a problem and you see one of these arguments being used, the --help command with any command in Linux in general will give you more information on that. So that's something that's kind of nice. Alright, so now let me just clear out again. And I would like to talk about hidden files. So if I open up my file manager right now, these files right here, this isn't everything that's in my home folder. And this is something very neat about Linux. So in Linux, you can have hidden files within directories, which are files that are kind of just tucked away within the directories so that it's easier for people to use. So for instance, if you open up your file manager and you do Control-H, that's Control-H, what you'll see is a bunch of new folders get added. And these are all hidden folders. And the way that you can tell that they're hidden folders is because they have the dot in front of their name. So in the future, if you want to create a hidden folder, say you create some type of background program that you don't really want in the way of all of your other programs and files, just add a dot to the name of the file or to the name of the folder, and it will be hidden from you. Now here's the problem though. You'll see that if I type in ls, it's not showing all of these files right here in folders. But what if I want to access these files or folders? Say the config folder, which is very important. Well, all you have to do is type in ls-a. So the argument is -a. We'll press enter on that. And you'll see now we have all of the folders and files, including the hidden folders and files. And if you want to CD into one of these folders or files, well, you can't CD into a file, but if you want to CD into one of these, it's just like you would CD into a regular directory. Let's say I want to CD into config. I can do cd.config. If I do ls, it'll show everything within the config folder. So this is definitely a very useful feature of Linux that I like to use a lot. You may not like it that much, but I certainly do. So now if we want to get rid of all these extra files, we don't want to see them anymore, all we do is press Control H and they're gone. Press Control H again, they show up, Control H again, and now they're hidden. So that's pretty basic. Now let me just CD back and clear our terminal. Now another thing that might come of use to you is, let's say instead of just going ls individually and poking around in all the directories, you can actually have all the directories listed to you at the same time. So let me give you an example. So if I do cd videos, what I'm going to do with this command is essentially print out all of the directories within my videos folder that I could go to. So in order to do that, I'm going to do ls dash capital R, because remember the commands here are case sensitive. So lowercase r means that you list things in opposite order, you reverse it, and uppercase R stands for recursive, meaning that you go through all of the directories. And if you're familiar with programming, you're familiar with the recursive concept. So if we press enter on this command, you'll see now it goes through and it shows you everything in each folder. So that's pretty cool. And now let's say, and now this is going to be super meta, we want to print out every single file on our entire computer. Okay, so in order to do that, what I'm first going to do is just go back to my home directory, and in order to print out everything in the home directory, I'll do ls-r. And just like that, you see it is printed every single thing within the home directory, and pretty quickly too. So that's the last thing that I wanted to show you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, make sure to ask them, and I'll see you in the next one. Sweet. Alright guys, so this is going to be sort of a short and easy video to sort of lighten up the course, because I know we've been working with some more complex stuff recently. But basically what we're going to be doing is making and removing directories in the command line. So for instance, if I wanted to make a directory, I do mkdir, which stands for make directory. It's just like a shortened version of make directory, space, and then the name of the folder that I want to create. So actually, so you can see this, I'm going to cd into my desktop, and then I'm going to make a directory that's mkdir, and I'll call it test. And now you see on my desktop there is a test folder right here. So that's pretty cool, and I can make a directory, so I'll just make an example directory, stuff like that. Now what if I want to remove these directories? Now you can remove any directory, it doesn't matter if you made it with the make directory command, but I'm just going to remove these two folders on my desktop using the remove directory command, which is simply rmdir. So you see make directory is mkdir, remove directory is rmdir. So we'll say remove directory test, and you see now the test folder is gone, and we'll say remove directory example, and you see the example folder is gone. So that's like that, we have created two folders in the terminal and deleted two folders. So thank you guys so much for watching that video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Sweet.
Thank you guys so much for watching my video. If you liked it, make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Also, click here to subscribe to my channel, and click here to watch another related video. You can do this even if you're on mobile. It's a new kind of annotation. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!